Radio Changelo, so that we may be one through the cross. We now present community news. The headlines. The Congregation of Our Lady, Mother of Mercy, announces plans of coming to Zambia. Cato residents welcome at 60th National Census of Population and Housing exercise. Plus, our coach, Chisimbewe, warns Red Arrows players against the complacency after opening a 5-point lead at the top of the Super League table. Kindly be informed that we're also streaming live on our Facebook page. Now, community news in detail with me, Clara Tsenga. Kenya-based Congregation of Our Lady, Mother of Mercy, has announced that it is coming to Zambia to start a new mission called St. Joseph, to be run by its religious brothers. The three Kenyan-born religious brothers, Videlis Minyeka, Daniel Nyakundi Nchoga, Peter Matuku, and Zambian Alfred Kaluva, will set up the new mission in Kawamba under Mansa Diocese. According to the Mother of Mercy Congregation website, the work of the brothers in Kawambwa is in the field of education, where they open a technical school for carpentry and tailoring. In addition to education, the brothers will be active in pastoral work in the parishes of Mansa Diocese. Future residents have welcomed the forthcoming 60th National Census of Population and Housing that government will embark on this year. Government has issued a statutory instrument to gazette the period August 18 to September 14, 2022, for the country to undertake the 60th National Census of Population and Housing. Speaking to Radio Ichengelo News, the residents said having such a program in place will enable government to know the approximate country's population and other existing infrastructure.
Wingi kutwafulira kyabulina okwishyura empendo esi abantu bakaina bena pakwanga bareko okupanga mu budget bayishiba bakwiremu abashani bayishiba so kirifye bwingi so kintu kyona kirifye bwingi kwata bayishiba empendo abantu isori mu kyalo ero tu bayishiba kuna na simbi kyawutatibengamo na development konkana nefye abantu kufura kw'abantu bantu ntitwajya abantu nesitare munika cyare byashino sonomba ngabako bapende bamuna abantu cyo bafurire ageni baramuna budget pressure yarunda kumuna nata abantu bare shalwa isanesha.
Child rights activist and Beautiful Gates Executive Director Bill Kapinga has criticized remarks attributed to Nkana Member of Parliament Beno Mpondo that there will be an exercise to move kids out of the streets by force. In his Facebook post, Nkana lawmaker Beno Mpondo stated that there will be an exercise to move the kids out of the streets by force and make it illegal for any kids to be on the street, saying the move will help provide appropriate intervention. But Mr. Kapinga told Radio Changela News that removing children living on the streets by force is not the solution to addressing the challenge. He has since called for a national endeavor in tackling the growing number of children living on the streets.
We find such sentiments ludicrous and very laughable. Okay? Because the question that we would like to ask this honorable minister is that these kids that they want to take back to their home, do they even have homes in the first place? Okay, for some of these kids, they are generally they do not have homes. So you cannot just wake up and say we're going to forcibly round up the kids and take them back to their homes. They don't have homes at all. They do not have homes at all. And we want to advise Honorable Mpundo that you see that approach has been tried before. I think during the Chiluba government, there was a time that kids were rounded up from the streets by force. They were even detained at the showgrounds from the showground, they were taken to ZNS training facilities. They ended up running away. So, Honorable Kundu must understand that we are not dealing with animals, we are dealing with human beings.
Residents of Kwacha Township in Kitwe have bemoaned the shortage of drugs at the local health center. Speaking to Radio Changala News, the residents complain that whenever they visit the health center, they are just given prescriptions without drugs after being attended to. They have since called on government to look into the alleged shortage of drugs at certain health facilities.
Apa kwacha kliniki hapa mwanzini kuwalitsuda kwevekera kweveka chimakuwacha tapave even panado kukwe batikashite bonse ngatohapo bonse fe kuwera kofi panado piritoni tapava chava pose kanonga wapo fatiko kunse chaidi yena bale kupima isi asala kuikwena tapava tapando nganyaya bana kurumba mpima fe atu pipine fima rwele fi aisa atirimbira mrwala corona bapima tawe tamkwete corona umutita tukwete na bwera nasitana kapana domkeme stapari umutita pali na titura mwanzi
umutita pali kai bale despera so shishe pali ni sta yawa swenga na bamba budget ya wita.
Community news comes to you in the community service of Radio Changala with the compliments of Indo-Zambia Bank. In sports, Red Arrows coach Chisimbewe has warned its players against complacency after opening a 5-point lead at the top of the FASA Super Division table. Arrows on Saturday thanked Kansanshi Dynamos 5-0 away in Seresi to amass 36 points from 19 matches played. In a post-match interview, Mbewe said Arrows must work hard to stay atop of the table. He told journalists that Arrows are itching to win the league.
Before the beginning of this league, we wanted to compete in the game was we need to win the league. The most important thing is we are on the top of the league. The most important thing is how we are going to sustain on top. So the most important thing is we don't need to be carried away with this result. We need to continue working. It's hard. Even maybe we do double the way we have been doing, so that we are able to finish this really high note.
That sporting item wraps up community news, but before we leave you, a reminder of the stories that made headlines. The Congregation of Our Lady, Mother of Mercy, announces plans of coming to Zambia. Kitwe residents will count the 60th National Census of Population and Housing exercise. Plus, our coach Chisimbewe warns Red Arrows players against complacency after opening a 5-point lead at the top of the Super League table. There we end our community news. Good morning.